It's Madden NFL 23, and coming up, it'll be no holds barred between AFC North rivals. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
It's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but don't fear, we've got football to perk up our spirits as we join you from Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Welcome again, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gautin, and yes, the rain is falling now, and it is supposed to continue to fall throughout this game. So how do you think that will impact this contest?
Well, first and foremost, both quarterbacks are going to make sure the officials have those dry footballs coming in each and every play and standing over them sometimes with a towel before the center gets up there to snap it. Second thing is the focus of all the guys who handle the football. Do they wear gloves? Do they take them off? Will they carry the ball high and tight to make sure they have good ball security? That's paramount in a game like this.
Set to go now on a wet and rainy night, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And trotting out there, no introduction needed for this guy around the league. Now in his 7th season as a QB.
And when you watch him play, everything just looks like it comes so naturally to him. When he's dialed in and finds that zone, passes are crisp, he sees the field really well, and he takes charge as the leader of this offense.
Dalton right to the air. Being chased out left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Dalton. And the reception made by Green. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw here, Dalton. And this one brought in by Sanu. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route, and the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Play fake. Here's Dalton. Got his man. It's Eifert. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Looking to throw again on second down. Dalton.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
Well, just an excellent play there by the defense to not only pick it but take it back, because Charles looked like they were in a groove passing the football, several completions until that mistake.
They certainly did appear to be locked in, and with how this offense was moving along, I know we certainly didn't expect to see a pick to end this series. Whatever the cause was, maybe they tipped one of those scripted plays, maybe the defender just made a great read. It has certainly quickly changed the tone of this one.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Dalton right back on the horse after the pick six.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first two drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is Archer. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there in every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. It's caught, Spaeth. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. On second down, it's Bell. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Got a man, it's Brown.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Off the play fake, here's Roethlisberger.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Roethlisberger will throw. And that is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
Cincinnati set to take over once again.
And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
They begin the drive with Hill. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Throwing, Dalton.
Caught by Green on the out route.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Here's Dalton. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. So Dalton now. Finding Green complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Dalton. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted.
And the Steelers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. The first carry now. This is Williams. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a give up the middle to Williams. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals getting set to go. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Green's got it over the middle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw.
Getting it out wide here to Bernard.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's 2nd down. Dalton now to pass. He's going to air it out deep for Green. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Let's go, y'all. That's right, baby. That's right. Let's go. Let's go.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Passing, it's Dalton. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule it out of bounds. So the incomplete is certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Let's go to work. Get something together. Leave it all out here. Leave it all out here. Guys, ready. Get it on.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Roethlisberger. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger completes it to Hayward-Bay. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Buying time to his... Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football.
Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. And Dalton to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Oh, he shifts past him. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
So far in this drive, they've done some good work. They forced incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
And the Steelers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we know the guys up front have to protect when it's a pass play, but it's really out wide. Sometimes you're going to swing a tight end or maybe even offensive tackle to get out there, but most of the time it's fellow wide receivers, and they really weren't up to the task there, were they?
Do you like that call on your own side of the field?
I don't mind that call at all, just about anywhere. But the key is you have to have the confidence, and then they have to execute their blocking assignments. Otherwise, you get the end result we just saw there.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Play action here with Dalton. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Dalton. Caught on the right side by Jones. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and trying to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
They look to throw on third with Dalton. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Coming left is Hill. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Here's 2nd and 10. Andy Dalton. And that's complete. It's Green here. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. To throw here, Dalton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left, didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on them, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
Now the Steelers getting set and ready for their next possession. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Now an inside give to Bell. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Bell. Strong run, but still wrangled before reaching the 20.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Williams again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Now the try here for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Dalton's throw taken in by Green here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Hill. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Dalton. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
And to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the first. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. And this is caught by Hayward Bay. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this will be caught by Brown. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half.
Let's go, fellas. Let's go, man. Let's go do this thing, baby. Oh, wait a minute, nobody else can make it. Let's go now, let's go.
To throw again on 2nd down, Roethlisberger. Escaping, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports halftime report. First up, though, Let's take a look at the next-gen stats from the first half for the Steelers. And the ground game has been a big part of why they have this big lead. And you have to figure they'll lean on it a little bit more in the third and fourth quarters. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. And the Steeler offense ready to get going here in this third quarter. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Now the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Bengals take over first and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
They'll try to get the offense going with Hill. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's second and 9. Now Bernard. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. That one complete to Hill. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And this one brought in by Sanu. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route, the drag, and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
From the 39, Dalton. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And they'll work this down inside the 30. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Passing, it's Dalton. Here's Sanu on the catch. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Dalton. Flushed out right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A give up the gut to Hill. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Throwing, Dalton. Touchdown, Bengals! From 8 yards out, and the Bengals have cut it back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a Bengals score. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Steelers ready for their next possession. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll go again with Bell. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 66 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Going deep here for Bryant. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Now Roethlisberger. Looking deep for Hayward Bay. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Tate on the return.
Holding, receiving team.
So holding on the return, and that's going to back him up to start the drive.
He was trying to get the job done correctly, just trying to clear a little space for his returner. Ended up getting a little too much jersey and hooked the guy, hence the flag.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's Dalton. And incomplete on the deep ball. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. Up the middle, it's Hill. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Dalton. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll just get rid of it.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Roethlisberger will throw. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the 1st. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
All right, say it with me now. There are a lot of different words we come up with. Maybe we go back and forth after that play, getting his toes tapped down to make that catch. Crafty?
Yep.
Wiley? Oh, definitely.
All the veteran names?
You name it. Has every move in the book and continued to get better throughout his career so he can make that type of a catch.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
The Bengals offense returns to the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now an option play on 2nd down. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
This is the call before the storm, baby.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. And the Bengals offense getting set and ready to go again here. And they have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one, Charles. The turnover woes continue. On that last drive, they had that fumble that led to a touchdown.
And, Brandon, I would say they have a mission on this drive, and the bottom line is protect the football and just put together something that they can let the last drive go. Yeah, it was a bad play. They gave up points, but that doesn't mean it has to go that way the rest of this ball game. Do what you do best on offense and try and put the ball in the end zone yourself.
On the ground with Hill to begin the drive. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. To the left side here for Eifert. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. They look to throw on 3rd with Dalton. This is caught. It's Sanu. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one, because normally on 3rd and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Dalton. And the grab by Croft. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And again, Andy Dalton to throw. Green with a catch left side. Touchdown! A 24-yard touchdown. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. And we may be a moment, because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Got a man here. It's Bryant. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
It may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Now a draw play. This is Bell. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Up the middle, it's Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see.
Out route, and it's complete to Brown.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. The give is to Bell. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
A give to Bell.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
On second down, Roethlisberger. Screen play set up for Williams. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Roethlisberger, and that is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Bengals set to take over. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. Man open, here is Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On the handoff, it's Hill. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Big 4th down here. It's Dalton. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. To throw here, Dalton. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Another chance for Dalton. Got his man, it's Eifert. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Oh, no, he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed.
This is the calm before the storm, baby. Let's go.
They'll try and run some clock now with Bell. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Bell. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they take a knee. Second and 11. Now an inside give to Bell. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them. Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.